Hey guys, welcome. Technical Beardo here. Today in this video we will talk about iOS 16. As we all know that Apple released iOS 16 beta version for all the developers and the beta testers, right? So there are hundreds of videos on YouTube showing you or demonstrating you the new features of iOS 16 and how to use them. But in this video I will talk about, or I will cover, what are the new settings there in the iOS 16. There might be few more settings which I might miss. Okay, so if you are aware about them, so please do comment. Otherwise, let's start the video and check out the new settings in iOS 16. So let's start. Number one, we'll talk about wallpapers. As we are aware that there is a new UI for a lock screen in iOS 16, right? It has completely changed how we can customize and how the lock screen on your iPhone works, right? And there are tons of wallpaper available as well. But the problem, or not problem, but the thing is that the wallpapers which look good on our lock screen, same wallpaper might not look good on an iPhone home screen background. So personally I used to prefer the gradient wallpaper or a blurred wallpaper, right? So for blurring the wallpaper I used to use a third-party application called Bleer. But now there is a new inbuilt iOS 16 feature where you can blur your iPhone home screen wallpaper or a background. For that, do one thing, go to your settings. In settings, go to wallpapers, and here tap on the home screen wallpaper, and there are multiple options available to you. The first one is your default wallpaper where you can change it to blur or no. Okay, that is feature available here. You can choose whether you want to blur the wallpaper for your home screen or not. Similarly, there are multiple colors given to you. Okay, you can choose to gradient or a solid background color. So there are multiple colors. According to that, it will be gradient or a solid color for your home screen background. So here is a new feature for your iPhone wallpapers where you can change your iPhone home screen background as per your choice. The next setting we will talk about is your iPhone notification. So basically there is a new addition where you can choose how you want to view or how you want to display your iPhone notification on your iPhone lock screen. So basically for that, do one thing, go to settings, go to notifications, and here there is a new addition called, or new option called display as. Okay, and in that there are three options given to you, like your count, stacks or list. So basically this is how they look. If you choose count, it will look like this. Okay, the stack, okay, it will stack the notification, and the list. So as per your choice you can choose, okay, how you want to display your iPhone notification on your lock screen. Personally I feel it's really cool feature where you can choose how you want to display your notification on your iPhone lock screen. I personally like stack option. Let me know which one you liked and comment below. So now let's talk about the next setting. Next we will talk about Spotlight. It is a search feature available on your iPhone home screen. So basically earlier, to search anything we should drag the screen, okay, on our iPhone home screen and type the keywords. But now there's a button, okay, just tap on that, it will display the keyboard. Just type your keywords and it will show you the result on your iPhone home screen itself. What's new in it? It is available just a tap away, and the UI or the keyboard feels really good without any disturbance on the home screen, right? So some people might not like this. If you want to disable the Spotlight on home screen, it's very simple one. Just do one thing, go to settings, go to home screen, and just disable the Spotlight on a home screen. Okay, here toggle, just disable that, it will remove Spotlight from your iPhone home screen. Next one we will talk about your sound and haptics. Yes guys, there is a new setting available for your haptics and sounds. Do one thing, go to your settings, scroll down and open sound and haptics. Okay, in that there is a new addition or new option called keyboard feedback, and here there are two options, that is your sound and a haptic. So here you can individually disable, okay, or choose to enable, whichever you want to do. So basically if you want to disable haptic, okay, and keep the sound, you can keep it. If you want to disable the sound or mute the sound and you want the haptic to be enabled or active on your device, you can do that. So earlier it was both together like a sound and haptics, but now if you see here, you can individually choose to enable the settings, and also you can choose to keep your haptics enabled during your silent mode or a ringing mode. That also available here in the settings now. Whenever we want to make or create a new note, that time what we do, we go to notes application, okay, open the notes and create a new note, right? Or else hard press on the notes application and new note. But now it is not required here. It's very easy. Do one thing. There's a new feature called a quick note. So do one thing, go to settings, okay, go to control center, and here there's a new addition called quick note. So basically it's very easy, okay. So it will be available on your control center. Just tap on that, it will open a windows of note, like a note window, and here you can just type or take a quick note instead of going to notes application, okay, creating or opening notes and typing. It's very easy and helpful because at a single tap you can start taking a notes, okay, in a quickest form. So I hope, according to me, it's very easy and very helpful trick now added in the iOS 16. Next we'll talk about your Face ID authentication. So basically there are multiple application or privacy setting which requires our Face ID authentication, right? Okay, so there's a new setting called haptic for Face ID authentication. So whenever you will use your Face ID for authentication the any privacy any application, that time your device will vibrate, okay. So that time you will feel a haptic on your device. That means that Face ID is authenticated on your iPhone. So whenever the Face ID fails, that time your device vibrates, right? But here once your Face ID is accepted or authenticated, that time you will feel a haptic or a small vibration on your device, okay. So it will be indicator that saying that Face ID worked while you are trying to get in, okay. So it's a new setting. For that, do one thing, go to settings, go to accessibility, and in that you will find a new option called Face ID and attention, and here scroll down, option called haptic for Face ID authentication, okay. Just enable that. So whenever next time you use your Face ID for authenticating the application or privacy, you will feel a haptic on your device. The last setting we will talk is about using your iPhone as a webcam on your Mac, and this feature or setting is called as a continuity camera webcam. So do one thing, go to your settings, in settings go to general, and in that go to AirPlay and handoff. In that, if you scroll down, you will find an option called continuity camera webcam, and this will allow you to use your iPhone as a webcam whenever you are near your Mac. So both the devices, Mac and your iPhone, should be near to each other. That time you can use it as your webcam on your Mac. So it's a new setting available in the iOS 16. So guys, that's it, okay. There's a few settings I found out. There are many more, I hope. If there are any setting if I missed, okay, please do comment below and let me know, okay, and others as well. So until then, I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please give a like, please subscribe for more videos on iPhone tips and tricks and iPhone solution. Until then, thank you very much, bye bye, take care.